Hello everyone, Turtleman1234321 here, and today I want to talk to you guys about remastered games. This is going to be more kind of a blog style type of video. I really like doing these type of blog videos where I just get to talk about things that really just happen to come across my mind that I find interesting. Now, today I believe, first of all, I wanted to say that everyone is entitled to their own opinion. That's what I personally believe. I believe everyone is entitled to their own opinion. But this is my opinion. And since I have a tiny channel still, but I know some of you still do watch my videos, maybe a couple of you guys. But I want to talk about remastered games, so I'm just going to get to the point here. I really do not like majority of remastered games. I don't know about you guys. For me, it depends. I mean, if you take a game like, for example, Super Mario 64, that game was for the original N64, and then it was remade for the DS, and I personally loved the DS version because I played it, and I thought it was really good. But then you have games like God of War 3, which has been announced, which I personally I just don't understand why. It's strange that this really seems like this generation of consoles just seems to be like the era of remastering games, because there are not really any good titles for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One right now. I mean you could say original games that are designed for the console. I mean, I've seen reviews for Bloodborne and all that stuff. I heard they're good, but those are only one or two games that can really impress, and the other games have just been ported over from that are already available on last gen systems. If you take, for example, I just had one in my mind. Oh yeah, like The Last of Us, that was originally on the PlayStation 3 and then ported to the PlayStation 4, and kind of recently, Grand Theft Auto 5. Which, I love how they did Grand Theft Auto 5, because they added the whole first-person mode. It really gave you slightly more value for what you were doing. I would give props to Rockstar for that. But many games, I believe, just really, they shouldn't be getting these remasters. I mean, I believe they should be focusing on new IPs for the consoles. Like, we should be having new titles. I would want to have a new title. Even you see games like there was a petition on change.org for Modern Warfare 2 to get a remaster, and I personally am against that because that's only like I think it's like like what that game came out like 2009? Yeah, I believe that game came out in 2009 maybe, and that's only like that's not too long ago actually. Of course 6 years ago could be a while. But you have to think that I believe that the game should be much older to deserve a remastered. I personally believe that. I would rather see brand new titles on the next gen consoles than, well, current gen consoles, which they are now. Unless they absolutely desire a remake. If it's just totally like if you take for example Battlefield 4 when the PS4 and Xbox One were first released, the 360 and PS3 could not handle that game at all. I have it on PC and PS3. That game, it is a radical difference. If you played it on 360 or PS3 and then switched over to PC, you know what I'm talking about. That game definitely deserved a remastered. Well, kind of a remastered, not really, but due to hardware limitations, that was the only reason. Now you see games, for example, God of War 3, that just seem like a cash grab, which I personally, I don't see why. I see it as lazy, almost. I don't like to say that, but I think it really is. And it kind of scares me that think that they're just gonna sell us the same game with slightly better graphics and maybe an extra tiny little 99 cents DLC pack in it. I don't know. I'm just kind of rambling here, but I mean, you see all the awesome sequel games like Batman Arkham Knight and Uncharted 4 being delayed. So we really have nothing except remasters, which are games we already played. Now, granted, there are good games that are being remastered. I heard God of 3 got excellent reviews, but the point is, if you never had a PlayStation 3 and you never played the other God of War games, it doesn't make sense. I mean, it made sense for The Last of Us because that came out so late in the PS3's life cycle that, well, actually that doesn't really matter, but people who came from the 360 to the PS4 never got to play the game. And since it was such a critical success, I believe The Last of Us deserved to get a remastered because there are so many people who didn't get to experience it, which I believe that was personally the best game I ever played. While now you have other games, I'm going back to the God of War 3 because I have an article up about it, and no one 360 players who want to play God of War 2 and 1, they have no idea what the story is. I mean, they have absolutely no idea what to do. Like, I mean, unless they went out and bought a PS3, maybe even a PS2 to play the other God of Wars, it just doesn't make sense to me like that. I think it's just more like a cash grab, personally. But, I want to just kind of rambling here now. I kind of lost my train of thought. I'm just going to talk about the game footage. This is War Thunder, if you haven't noticed. I'm currently using a bomber. I haven't played this game in a long time, so sorry about my performance in this game. I'm just dropping bombs here. But, I lost my train of thought. Jeez. Yeah, where was I? Now, I think there are more limitations on the age of a game to how, if it can be remastered or not. Because it feels like everything... The reason why I have not bought a PS4 or Xbox One is because I believe there are no titles for it. I mean, and you can say like The Last of Us and Grand Theft Auto 5, but I already have that for the last gen consoles. And, I mean, Grand Theft Auto 5 looks amazing on the next gen consoles. For me, I am a tough person to buy the same thing again, which is really tricky for me, and that just doesn't seem like a big enough push to get me over to buy a PlayStation 4 or Xbox One. I want the new titles. I want Uncharted 4. I want Arkham Knight. I want those kind of games. Those brand new... Well, they aren't brand new. They're sequels. But they're new stories and new well, not really, sometimes new characters, but you know what I mean. A new story, a fresh take. It really can just help you to think, yes, this is what defines this console. It won't be just a copy paste from what you've already seen before, even if it is good, which I think many of them are, which is why the fact that they were remastered. Personally, I plan on getting maybe a PS4 when Uncharted 4 comes out because I have the entire Uncharted trilogy on my PS3. So that gives me an incentive to play, to get a PlayStation 4, which is a new title. If they remastered the entire Uncharted franchise for the PS4, then I still wouldn't buy it because I already have it on the PS3. But maybe you 360 owners who have a PlayStation 4 now, maybe you guys want to play it. I really don't know, but I think they should just wait. They should not be remastering these games. I think it might be just a waste of money, actually, which personally just really makes me scared that this generation is just going to be other copy-paste games with slightly better graphics that just really, I don't know, whatever. I did like, for Grand Theft Auto 5, I'm going back to that now, how Rockstar added the whole first-person mode and all these new features that weren't available on last gen. That pushes you, that gives you an incentive to buy it, to go out and buy it, because they actually work on it. They're not just copy-pasting it for more money, because it has slightly better graphics or something like that. You can tell they worked on it. They put time and effort into this, especially since it's really well optimized for the PC, which I like. I will try to get an FPS test on that, side note. But, yeah, oh crap, I just lost my train of thought again. Yes, when a developer actually puts in work into their game when they remaster it. For example, Super Mario 64 again with the DS, they didn't just upgrade textures and stuff. I know that the anti-aliasing was really bad on the DS because it didn't have the texture filtering that the Nintendo 64 had, but they still added new features. You could play as other characters. They each had their own special ability. You can go to the casino. You could have just different types of features that they added, which I think could that's what gives you an incentive to buy a game. You say, I mean, if you're sitting down with something already, you think, well, why would I want to buy that again? I mean, yeah, it looks shinier, it looks a little better, but I mean, it doesn't really have any kind of what else is there? I mean, I don't know. You guys, just shoot me your own opinions, and I'll try to answer them in the comments below. I just want to know your guys' opinion. This has just been hammering my chest lately, and I just wanted to get this out. So I know this is a long commentary, which I kind of like doing these little blog things. I probably will do more of them the more news that comes up. But just leave your opinion in the comments below. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, I personally believe. But then again, you may disagree. Leave it in the comments below. I'll reply to you guys. I usually do. Anyway, well, yeah. That's really all for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll try to get more videos up soon. Turtle Man, out.